You're approved. Credit limit $30,000. What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to the Credit Plug channel. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button as well as smash the subscribe button. So in today's video, we're going to be going over one of the most popular credit card programs out there, and that is the GM by Goldman Sachs credit cards. Now, Goldman Sachs has really been changing the game, not only just on the personal credit side, but also on the business credit side. So as a lot of you guys know, they offer personal credit cards, business credit cards, personal loans, as well as business lines of credit. So in today's video, we're going to be recapping the personal credit cards. So now, one of the great thing about the GM rewards cards is that you can earn up to 4x points on all purchases with no annual fee. And you can redeem these points towards the purchase of a Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, or any GM vehicle. You'll also earn a $100 statement credit when you spend $1,500 on fuel per calendar year, or a $100 statement credit when you use the GM rewards card to pay 6 months of your electric bills. Now, you could choose from 5 different designs, so you have the option of choosing which one you want to go with. Now, again, you earn 4x points for every dollar spent anywhere, so this is on all purchases. However, you earn 7x points for every dollar that you spend at GM. So let's say you use your GM credit card to purchase a GM vehicle, you earn 7x points. There's no annual fee, so there's no cost of just having this account sit and report on your credit. Now, the application process is very straightforward, very easy. So if you're already an existing member, you could just log in and it already pre-populates your information. Now, one thing I wanted to clarify is that it's not going to be a hard pull to see what offer you get approved for. So as it says right here, your social security number or individual tax identification number will be submitted to an identity verification service for Goldman Sachs Bank to confirm your identity. So it's just confirming your identity, but it will be doing a soft pull on your TransUnion, but it will not affect your personal credit. All right, so it says you're approved, accept your offer and start using your card today, plus earn 15,000 points when you spend $1,000 in your first 3 months. So the credit limit that I was approved for was $30,000, and there's 0% intro APR on purchases for the first 12 months. So that's just purchases, not balance transfers. After that, so after the initial 12-month intro period, then it's 26.7% purchase APR. Now, right down here, it says you can accept the offer, or if you don't want to go forward with the offer, then you can hit not now. So I did do this pre-qualification when it first came out, like a year or so ago. And I think at the time, I think I only got approved for like 14,000 or so. I did a video on that. I can't remember, 14,000 or 12,000 something. I didn't accept the offer. And so one thing about this, if you're not satisfied with the offer that you get, you don't have to accept it right now. You can wait until, let's say, certain things update on your credit report. Maybe some of your balances might be showing. Maybe you wait until, those balances are a little bit lower. Now, keep in mind, if you do wind up accepting the offer, if you click this button, at that point, it will be a hard pull on your TransUnion credit report. So on the personal Goldman Sachs cards, just like with the Apple Card, they're going to be using TransUnion to pre-qualify you as well as hard pull you, right, if you accept. Now, again, I'm not giving financial advice, but one thing that a lot of users have been able to do is freeze their TransUnion credit report once they get to this point and then accept the offer without getting the hard pull. A lot of people have done this with the Apple Card. People have done this with the GM credit card, where they're not getting hard pull once they freeze their credit report and accept the offer. Now, again, this will eventually report on your personal credit, so maybe you don't get the hard inquiry, but it will show as a new account. All right, so it has 0% intro APR for 12 months. So this is just going to be on purchases, but then afterwards, 26.74%. So this basically really just has value in the first 12 months, because after that, if you're carrying any balances, you're going to be paying a very high APR, 26.74%, which is interesting because I have a pretty high credit score, I would say over 800, but I'll get into that in just a second. APR for cash advances, 29.99%. Now, here's my take on intro APRs on personal credit. I don't really see the value in it because with personal credit cards, let's say I do wind up running a high balance on this particular credit card. So it's going to show a high utilization on the credit card. So the whole point when I look at 0% APR offers is, okay, you're not paying interest for 12 months, but another benefit of that is also still being able to utilize your credit. So if I were to max out $30,000 for 12 months, okay, I'm not paying interest. I'm only making the minimum payment, but it would prevent me from making other moves with my credit because the utilization would be very high. So in my opinion, I don't think 0% APR offers really have that much value on the personal side versus on the business side. Now, if this was a business credit card, 0% APR for 12 months, you could definitely leverage the full amount without it affecting your personal credit. But the fact that this is a personal credit card, I don't think I would ever really utilize the full, capability of it, having to carry a 30,000, let's say, balance for 12 months and only making the minimum payment, not paying interest. That's cool. But then it would also tank my credit score. Now, one good thing is that they actually give you this disclosure, which actually tells you what your credit score was at the time of pre-qualification. So this is how you know, like I said, in terms of the data points, they will be pulling FICO and they're going to be using your TransUnion. So it tells you exactly what FICO score. You can see right now here, it says FICO score 9 range. So specifically, they're going to be using your personal TransUnion FICO 9 credit score to give you the pre-qualification. Now, again, credit score, the number is not the end all be all. It's really about your credit profile, right? Now, I'm not going to lie, 30,000 is an enticing credit limit, but in terms of the overall value, I don't really see that much value with this. I mean, I don't plan on purchasing a Cadillac anytime soon. And the 0% intro on purchases, I mean, that's cool if I was really utilizing personal credit cards heavily, which I personally don't. I have enough personal credit cards where I'm really just maximizing the rewards points and things like that. So, to each their own. It all depends on what your scenario is, what your use case is. But for me, the 0% intro APR on purchases for personal credit cards just is not that appealing. On the business side, that's a whole different story. Yeah, I can use that for business purposes, use the full amount and it not affect my personal credit. But overall, I think the Goldman Sachs credit products, both personal and business, are great. I love the underwriting process because you can get an offer without impacting your credit score. And then there's these little hacks where you could freeze your credit report after you get the offer, accept the offer and not get a hard inquiry. Now, I'm not telling you to go do that. This is not financial advice, but this is something that a lot of people have done. And on the business side with the GM credit card, they don't hard pull your credit whatsoever. But just keep in mind on the business side, it's not TransUnion that they're looking at. It's actually Equifax Personal and Equifax Business. So anyways, that's all I wanted to cover in today's video. Let me know your comments and questions right down below. And until next time, take it easy and we'll talk to you soon. Peace.